to the point.
Oh,
Chill, it's cool.
Once and for all?
That's right. He wants to...
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
to his death.
Whoa, are you serious?
Too blunt? There is potentially a...
But that's ridiculous.
and that glory...
Oh, that's right. Yes, and Nana...
She liked...
Still, is killing
The Mountain King is a unique... That evil power in past ceremonies...
Trinidad didn't say...
Then it sounds like you'll know...
If he really asked us to kill the Mountain King,
I know this must come as quite a... I'd like to make a...
what kind of deal?
one that comes at a very reasonable... Good.
Ah, mighty Outlanders. You have...
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Things are progress... There are still those who insist...
Plus, Kanish doesn't want to...
Exactly. We covered the fire lighting part of the... It's quite simple. You just need to use... One point I'd like to
Asleep.
Precisely. Improve... But I understand that you have a... With your help.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? That's all you really need to know? In the meantime, feel free to take... And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few...
So now we have extra air?
Haha, just a humble... I'll be sticking around for...
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Huh. You're here.
Kanish! Elder Trinidad!
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon?
Hello, Chief.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday. However, every child of our tribe grows up. This is our history and our to kill the Mountain King. Nana's death was a great tragedy. And my honored guests, perhaps there is. Though I sense that your mind is not yet...
So, Kanish, early...
Let's walk and talk.
That works, too. Kanish, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you?
Double-edged sword is right. But my response was, I'm working on.
Really? Well,
In a moment. Didn't...
Oh, yeah. What was it?
I agree that he has a problem.
You got him a teacher? Anyway, moving on.
Yes, that's the angle I've been working. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I did some research after the fact. So, if we can locate...
Whoa. That's...
It's not without its risks. Still, we desperately need... The chief is adamant about keeping them out.
Paimon can understand.
Yes, but on the flip side, and he has every right to take... No one can seriously tell...
You're right. There's no... Because at least in our experience...
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but after all, the Abyss is what...
If it doesn't end well, the Mountain King's erratic outburst...
All right. So...
All I need... I'm getting harassed on a day... If you help me out...
Ooh, what?
Something well worth your while. Just keep doing what you... That way, Then, when the day of the...
Still sounds pretty great. And even if it were...
At least the two of them would... The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian. Can I take that to me?
For sure. And
Great. Well, for the next... Good luck to us both.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat off of Kenichi's back.
Pony.
Because he heard
But it wasn't on purpose.
That's true.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba,
Pony's saying nasty things about the...
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Yesterday, maybe, but not...
Toba! Fine. I guess as of today, our friendship is over. There's no going... Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. The Traveler is gonna be the...
What? Really?
So that's what my dad wanted, to be fair.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Good question. We can get him to come.
Oh, we can't...
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. Yeah, if you want... all right. Dad just really misses...
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have...
That's more like it. Guess so. Toba, I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for turn fire night. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Pie.
Okay. I'll head home as well, then.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said that... let's just... Come on, let's move on. Huh? What's going on over there? Let's... Hey there! What's happening?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved?
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh?
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The mountain... This isn't one of those...
Well, did you know that the flame bearer this...
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. What? Oh, it's funny. I was just thinking that...
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better-looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
Oh, very impressive.
Well, I feel like the whole The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured...
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to... I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics.
What's the Saurian...
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancients. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how?
Oh, yeah, him. Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed...
Really?
Who knows? But if it's true, Kenichi can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. Or...
If all you need to get is a...
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal.
The Pyro Archon above. You two have hearts of course it is. All right. There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you...
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover.
Great minds think alike.
Let's go! Next time, be sure to make... Carving waves! Go! Prepare to be blown away! Windblade! This one's got your name on it! Hey there! Ha! Yeah! Hiya! Yeah! Ha! Watch out! Woo-hoo! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. This one's got your name on it. Ha-ha!
Whew. That should be the last of them. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a... true. Now that you it does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian. Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just... That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
We can do this! Let's dance.
You've been robbed? Oh,
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
let me take a look. Hey, Ponche! Come and say hi to these guys. They're...
Wait, are you...
Huh?
My nephew Toba's been telling...
Oh, so you're Toba's up? Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a...
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are...
Really?
Allow me to explain.
I spent years of my... on the word Malipo,
It was an unpar...
and now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during...
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless...
See what I mean, Ponche? Now...
I don't know if he's still... Hey! You...
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get... Oh, what's this? Eat dirt, suckers!
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
Where did these...
Oh, the baby saurian!
Stop, please! By all the warrior... Please!
Oh, yeah? You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a... All that time lying and wait...
Is...
The same place you found me! Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth! May all my work...
Okay, that's it. What do we do now? It sounds like he's right. Let's hope nobody gets...
Although the turn fire, this holds true for all. This appears to suggest the Yupanki's turn. Let me see, the author.
Silence!
Do you truly find no joy at all?
Joy? What joy is...
Well, it makes a pretty.
What? When?
Wow, you.
Silence, Matt!
All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdom. But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle. Thus, Trent and you, great. Now, let me.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche.
Does that mean...
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book.
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night... Well, not exactly.
Oh, really?
I think the key to all...
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power.
You're right, but...
Yeah, I remember that story. Maybe you're the special kid.
I'm not talking about...
Like what?
Like the fact that the mountain... The key factor is that Burkina... If you don't believe me...
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind...
So, I came to the conclusion that it began with the first pyro.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful.
Kanichi, what?
I more or less finished what I was doing.
Kanichi! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help.
sounds like you're not
You heard him. He hasn't.
yet. Are you saying you think he might actually?
I think it's possible. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Either way,
How can you drop these?
This is what I've gleaned from the story elder. The Mountain King's mind.
What?
Of course not. We should help him. It's the only practical. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. Still, he's been the cause.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day.
You're here? Very Kanich, didn't you say you—
Hey! No one gets—
Maybe because I've never. Yeah, I see what I mean.
Kanich! Ugh! We could drown this meat! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body!
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business.
With pleasure.
I got my hands on this device. The Rift Towns will tear through space. You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try the... They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Target acquired.
This one's got your name on it! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Yeah! A proper send-off from the Sphinolith Love. Feeling lucky?
Ready, steady, go! Uh-oh.
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word.
I take it this is your true...
Now that our deal is complete. Cliché, I know. The hero... Huh?
Traveler, this is the gift I got you, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes.
Don't be ridiculous.
There we have it.
Sanka! Aha!
What does it matter? A name.
That would explain a lot.
I'll pass.
Wait. Of course.
Haven't I told you before? I spend my time...
I investigated him. He's not... So, I struck...
But that's all over. And now Kinich, that would have given me some... But now I've run into you. Wait.
How? You are the...
There is no betrayal!
Don't worry, I told him to...
Yes, and you should have picked
It looks like your disciplinary measures have...
What?
the abysmal...
Traveler?
Hey now, I could never beat... Do me a favor.
Darn! You gotta wait.
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy.
If you...
To borrow that guy's words, think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. Even the unripe...
Of course!
Oh, ugh.
Don't worry. He can't hurt a fly. You...
Paimon...
Such as...
Vulture! Vulture!
Let's pick this up another time. You should go back and get some rest.
Oh, yeah. Hearing you lay it out like...
And it can't hurt to say this one more time. See you tomorrow.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Many young people have heard the rumors.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and...
Well, it's...
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests, I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank—
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready.
Oh, if it means getting—
A resolution will come in due course.
No one would disagree with you. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last turn?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from—
That may be so, but
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kanich! Not a moment too.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give—
very well, but make it quick.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the—
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten. What a surprise! The flying.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest— See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to—
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the— I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part.
I'll be with you the whole way. You can leave that side of things to me.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
How are you doing? I'm counting on you. By past fuel and present flame, life march, my brothers and sisters.
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great! All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first. There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kongamat.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I...
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the...
There's no need this time.
Hmm?
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich! What is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly...
Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Ugh, can't you see? We're trying to...
But
I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder...
can you promise me that no harm will come?
I can't guarantee it, but...
Traveler, this is not what we agreed. Okay, I see what this...
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had...
Elder Trinidad!
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even...
Everyone, out!
Oh, it seems... Take me, oh ma...
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. That was unexpected. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. You can use those against him.
This one's got your name on it! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Target acquired.
Fire! Well, with rocks. What's your problem? Umbrella warfare, I guess! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
For the Lord of the Night!
Commit your souls in sacrifice! done.
Yeah, that's it!
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh?
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk-taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell has formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Wow, that's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kniech that.
Close call.
Hey yourselves.
We were gonna ask you the...
Sorry, I couldn't just...
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred...
The sacred flame...
Kniech, when you went
Intending...
to...
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. But now I'm curious.
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last, and Ponche's theory was...
So you've... I'm afraid I can't...
Well, even if you don't know,
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire...
the Mountain King? Then...
The core meaning of price, it's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end,
Alright, so...
health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. But his attacks are gentler now and not as... Yeah,
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss, but time has been less kind to its soul.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity but
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's...
well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being
That's on him.
friends? So, promise me. For you?
Yeah,
Pony,
little... Toba, you're...
Now hold... Okay, before you roll... All right. You're extreme...
Huh?
On my first... It's a dangerous...
Oh.
Of course. In the hands of the enemy, I was... Why does Uncle... But in the end, I made it through. And I...
The moral of the story is to look forward...
Very smart, Hoonie, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunite, she's right behind you.
Another trick about not turning back? Huh?
The case before... Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Fortress of Meripede would be super scary. You've got a set schedule, guarantee... Oh, you mean Risley? Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually... he's like with the Yeah, he must be doing...
Excuse me?
Huh?
Excuse me, is someone...
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, Traveler, let's go take a... why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that?
Whoa, that's...
No,
just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a... I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It's really important to me, so you're...
Don't worry, we'll be... Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought. Nothing in the water either. Oh, we've looked everywhere and... that's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memories... You let Paimon pick out some other stuff too, right? If we're going to the shop anyway. Well, either way, let's go check it out first. Ready, steady, go! Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Now just wait a second. Oh, you must be the
No,
Sorry. I hope you find it in...
there's...
Why, you're heroic... We heard that you were... And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course... Well, after all... And no, I've only caught scant... I mean, we've all got agendas, but...
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it... Oh, enough of that. Is there something... No problem. Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like I'm... Life's been pretty good recently, so...
Alright, Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more?
It's alright, 2 will do. It just doesn't... But anyway, we don't need to get it... Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No problem, and...
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. He's been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air. You can come out now.
You did?
Wait, so...
I mean, I told you. Wait,
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but...
I see.
Does it have some kind of...
Sorry, I can't...
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up.
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley!
Well, it's a slow day I'll say, I'm not at all.
It's what good adventure...
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, you might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Oh, and has he done...
Oh, not at all. As for him,
Huh? Shop?
prisoners are still people. The idea of the what kind of a person a prison?
Huh. You've got a...
Although most the Beret Society, if you have some time, and if you're still interested.
Paimon's not the biggest...
All right then, please.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare? Unfortunately, we weren't...
I'll pass on the food.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity.
If you're not in the mood to...
Yes, please?
It's not...
Oh!
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on... I'm actually quite fond of...
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first...
Paimon gets this... That guy we talked to...
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted in power and control, so what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease.
Kind?
I would very much like to maintain...
Your Grace, after they were extremely well hidden and we...
Got it.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they, like, dangerous goods?
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary... Now, what do we have here?
Whoa. This is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and... Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box... Then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Yep.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a... Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No take-backs, Paimon will have...
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want the... There's something... weird. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the...
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exact... Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a
Are you okay, Traveler?
I'll take this gem, then, and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Then... You do have a point. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation.
Wait!
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met, either.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us, all these your two...
Let me introduce you to them. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of... Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are...
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in this... It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first... But that's when the thought came to me. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, right?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here we keep our operation.
Who knew you could find such a place in the... Oh, right, and what...
There's nothing deep about it. If our members felt joy, and when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism.
In other words, that...
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't... Yeah, they're supposed to be like the...
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad I'm sure Mr. Dugier is already... Besides this space, these rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the...
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you...
Unfortunately, we started a collaboration with the cafe...
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct...
Hey, you there, newbie!
Huh?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now... Ha! With one shout,
Why don't you also get... Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you just remember to take a deep breath.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
So this is something like a safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't worry, we will. Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
So it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for, really.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the Society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people.
And Paimon thought everyone...
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too? What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then. Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That, sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite...
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item.
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's your opinion of the Society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encourage? There's only one
But at this point, I wanted to see just how much I arranged for a meeting.
Dissonant?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, the whole truth. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but... Why don't you take this up with my hypothesis and with his watchful eye removed? I'm just following the most... It's been so long since I got to watch it. I'll explain everything to you. Find out what you can...
Huh. It's just, you said you felt there was something off. Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know? We can look around for it, yeah? Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Hey, big guy!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you...
We weren't thinking of...
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back. How were things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different...
The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely...
Right! He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, has he...
And that's precisely why...
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but aren't you the Duke?
In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is, and I've always
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. That won't turn out well in the long run. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
It's finally evening. Brysley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals to—
Let's just get straight to the point.
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once. Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then— So after giving the matter, I must say—
so you did—
Yes, that's right. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem— Right. And I said back there that I had no idea. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice— they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
just as a part of your plan, too!
My apologies. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation. Would you be willing?
But Paimon's...
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. The other is the true purpose of the... It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone...
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. Yes, my lover
Slow down, take a deep breath.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, rather than listening to me. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you. She rambles off.
I don't recall hearing a...
Oh, my apologies. I mean...
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural.
Well then, what if the reasonable man...
That would be perfectly... Thankfully, he has already returned to his sense...
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's any...
It's all right, Avise. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this...
Your Grace! Forget...
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have any...
But what?
In that case, Avise and I will be off.
Miss Avise, please show me your head. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, the Society has never caused trouble for... Why are you doing everything in your power to prove I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find...
Everything that I do for... All right, Avise. Let's head back.
We should have shown him.
Sooner or later, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario. The entire society are hit, and that's why he dared to bare his fangs, right? And the true secret of the society is neither on the hat, nor... Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning. However, if we were to look at...
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Pine...
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But if there's nothing on... I can't see... The hats are From the way I need to think about this a bit more. From the way Dugier acted...
I need to think about this a bit. I need to think about this.
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Help!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us... Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair...
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest... With that in mind, this liquid is
Oh, so that's why even
Dugier would be able to censure. The moment it hits you would be like agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
And that might not even be all. Let's go. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as we decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters in
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it. These people must have had to endure. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this.
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, so even if Dugier's not there Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused, and if any action Dugier has already...
This is a book that Paimon... The colors of the covers are... Yeah! I think...
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any society members in the other air. The lime skill, the layers of... We also investigated the members' residences, and...
Oh,
They're gone.
indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this so instead of being, and only the most...
But then...
Dugier must be holding... He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind. Let's go. That's the most likely scenario. Let's keep heading down. We should be on the right track. Let's go. We can take... After them!
It's Riesling! Run! Ugh, those blasted guards!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you...
Come on! It's time to talk!
I will take your cooperation...
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this. We were just about to dispose of him when...
So, in other words, your headquarters should...
Yes, it's just down this way.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we...
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. There are usually guards. Stay sharp. He's got... A moment. Going easy on me? Don't run away now. Have a safe trip.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dugier...
And that would explain the strange decommission requests. Seems like he's prepared.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be the Society's members are not 5 members. Anyone who reports a fellow... I see. So,
but that's just cruel.
To obtain food and water. Prisoner to avoid punishment. Finally, isolated and without hope. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She's usually all for tasty snacks. No, your decision was valid. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty... Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of... Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more... You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spot.
Open the door. Forget it, pirates... Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go!
Face your guilt! Oh?
Coming at ya! Feeling lucky? Hiya!
Have a safe trip!
It's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Let's begin.
La 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 la.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here.
Let's still rescue the ones. Hey, it's all right now.
No. So close to me.
No, we're not gonna do.
We won't be able to get through to her. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you.
Understood. And...
Just let's go back. That mechanism from the first... Don't forget to bring these along. A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
Oh, shut your wretched mouth! My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nausea.
Is that...
Oh, Risley, must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between Look at your people.
You. Have you forgotten what's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be? And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also just as people are free to give in to the darkness. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with, and most importantly, but you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their, and you say that's what—
He's real.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too— Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. No prisoner will listen to you. Had you been just one step slower, I would have— Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing. A moment, please.
Wrap up the flame.
A proper send-off from the speed. Be gone!
Get a little chilly. On the way now.
Have a safe trip.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood. Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way I could comfort and compensate. I have to take responsibility for it. As does the fortress. Yeah.
So, do you have a plan?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regard. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. I'm going to talk to the members of the society.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so...
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. How about this?
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same.
Oh, then you've got yourself...
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals.
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a...
You sure got everything taken...
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead. That's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of... Once we were older, Mom and Dad, they were perfect parents. And then, I found out all children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found... I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles. Yes, like the society, they did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly... But I did. So in the end, I killed them. My methods were extreme, but I was still a teenager. My doubt and helpless anger... It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a vis and fasol. Are you two...
It was all because you arrived in time.
We came here on impulse.
Please, go on right ahead.
It's...
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met, but even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was manipulating, and after this incident, we've come...
But we're still both prisoners, so we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted, but that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
We are actually...
Yeah, and we have full
Your trust is the high...
Hey, loosen up!
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any
Bye.